block content. What's happening, my block buddies? Welcome to a new episode of Block Content. My name is Callum, and this is your content for today. We have loads of new gameplay footage revealed from previews, and oh man, this comes from Polygon. I'm so excited. We actually see Mario here in the Luncheon Kingdom, and we're just going to do a play-by-play. We see here a Goomba is being taken over by Mario's Cappy ability, and we can actually see some characters actually wear hats, and those are not able to be taken over. And actually, Mario uses his ability as a Goomba to make a stack of Goombas, which is really cool. You can actually solve some puzzles with that, as you'll see later. Now, we also have a very cute enemies right here, tomato shaped, and oh, this looks like a lot of fun. I like the polygonal like food. It looks very low poly, but still it looks really high quality as well. I love what they're doing with this. And what's really cool about the gameplay that we've just seen, I mean, this just looks amazing. We can finally, you know, win over the heart of a female Goomba, or maybe like a Goombella or something. Goombette, maybe. So what was the Paper Mario Goomba? I don't know. So probably Mario is going to transform back, and he does, and he collects a Power Moon that he got from the Goomba. So thank you. Did he just take care of that Goomba, of the female Goomba? That's scary. So we got all these cool previews, including a lot of boss fight stuff as well. Different channels got the chance to play Super Mario Odyssey, and they actually got very cool inside information. So we actually see one of the Brutals here. He's challenging Mario to a fight, and the others are leaving, but this guy is down for business. So we can actually see the shields are getting set up, so there's no real, you can't escape the fight, you just have to fight this guy. You could kind of, you know, punch those jelly beans to him. You can see as he's getting hit by them, and you can kind of deplete his acid with your Cappy as well. So player 2 can do this as well. Now he looks really angry, and I love his hair. It's almost like Bowser's hair, right? So this player actually is trying to hit the Brutal with these different jelly beans. And I love that there's some sort of like Super Mario Sunshine feel to this, because you can actually, you know, take away some of the goop. Mario, try hitting him with Cappy, I guess. Try jumping on his face. Oh man, he's choking in some of that gunk. So this is your time to attack, Mario. Let's do it. And he immediately depletes all that gunk, which is really awesome. He turns into his hat, which normally, you know, for the Koopalings would be their shell. So they have similar gameplay mechanics, these guys, as the Koopalings, but, you know, they're original characters. They're trying to do something new, and I'm really wondering if you block buddies think that, you know, Nintendo should stick with something like the Koopalings or keep innovating, keep doing new things. Because I actually love the idea of the Brutals. I love that they have a story purpose. And from all the previews that I've seen, and I've seen a lot of them, there's actually a really big reason why these characters are in the game. There's a lot of secrets to be unveiled. And actually, some channels are saying, for people that love Super Mario 64, there's going to be some big surprises for you up ahead. So I'm very excited to see those actually. This is Mario taking care of the Brutal. I love their outfits. They kind of look like Bowser, like in their face, but they're still rabbits, you know, they're still kind of these stylized guys. So we got another Power Moon, which is really cool. Mario and his very cool, like, Mexican, also Captain Hat mixed outfit. So the Brutals are after some cooking. This is right. They want the stupendous stew, but we're not going to let that happen, right? So, yeah, we kind of made this bridge, this kind of food bridge, and now we're doing some gameplay with another Goomba. And we have this kind of Chef Hammer Bro. And we can take him over because we knocked his cap off, and now we can immediately throw a lot of pans. And what's really cool is if you shake the Joy-Con, you'll actually throw them a lot faster, as you can see on the image here. So that's really fun. You can actually throw really fast and deplete all those cheese rocks, which is really fun. And I just love that the gameplay, we've seen so much gameplay from just these previews alone. There's so much stuff going on, so I can understand if you guys don't really want to get spoiled. I kind of want to take a look at the Seaside Kingdom next, because that's one of the more intriguing kingdoms that we've not known all that much about. But I think there's a really exciting stuff happening in all of these kingdoms. So I love that Mario has his cap store, the crazy cap store outfit. I mean, this is just one of the coolest outfits in the game, right? I love that suit. Kind of makes me think of, you know, what would the Joker wear, or what would Wario wear when they're going to like a fancy party. So that was a bit of the Luncheon Kingdom, and now we get more looks at the Seaside Kingdom, which is really, really cool. We talk a little bit to Talkatu, and I really want to look at some more footage of that screenshot mode. Because it's really cool in this game. You can, of course, pause the game and take a screenshot, which is really fun. You can see it in action here. We actually have this fisheye lens as well, and all these different filters. I'm wondering what creative stuff that people will do with this. So I want to know your thoughts. What's the kind of thing that you would take pictures of? Like this user, would it be like Mario's cute outfit, his new like trunks outfit? Or would it be something like maybe a cool boss battle, or, you know, something like that? For me, it'd definitely be like Super Smash Brothers, like funny situations. And with this, I like it. Mario's always looking at the characters, which is a really cool like programming thing. So I love that that works with these pictures as well. So the water looks amazing, kind of like it did in Sunshine, but even better. And what's cool about the Seaside Kingdom is that we have these seaweed enemies that kind of follow you around. I think that the underground, like the undersea parts, are just as detailed as the above, you know, the tropical part of it. This is going to make a lot of people happy because we also have these small rooms with little puzzles, and this is where Mario actually has to, you know, get some air from these bubbles and still has to find this enemy that's hidden underground. Now, you can also take over some cheeps, and I keep saying taken over, I mean capture, of course. That's what we officially call it. And this cheep has found a 8-bit warp pipe, and this is one of the coolest 8-bit sections I've ever seen. This is really fun. You actually travel to different parts of this, and it's still kind of underwater, but not really underwater. So you'll probably see some more footage of this from the Sand Kingdom, and also actually from the Cap Kingdom, which is really fun. I don't think Mario's found the secret right there. So secret blocks confirmed for in the 8-bit parts of the stage, which is really cool. And Mario continues swimming on, and there are very dangerous, like these bombs. Oh, this is like a big puzzle. I like it. So in the older 8-bit Mario games, you kind of had these puzzles where you had to go in the correct pipe. I think Mario Bros. 3 really introduced these things. They're doing like a similar thing here. And it also makes me think of Super Mario Maker, because we didn't have the upside down spinning shells in that game. And they added them here. So it's a little bit of a wink to Mario Maker as well, even with Mario's color palette. I mean, the original sprite was, of course, orange and green and stuff like that, and they use Mario's original colors for Mario's sprite here. So it's kind of more like a wink to Super Mario Maker for the people that know. And there's a secret. It's a hidden room in the ocean bottom maze. So that's really cool. There are a lot of moons to collect. We've already kind of established that there are probably more than 500 moons, maybe like a lot more. And, you know, the Seaside Kingdom to me looks like the most fun you could ever have, and I think it's because it's kind of like Breath of the Wild, right? It looks a lot like Mario in sort of a Breath of the Wild world. It's a very open space. You can go anywhere you want, but still there is an objective, and you can do it if you choose. You can do it in any order that you choose. They're just these missions. Now, what I like about taking over cheat sheets as well is that you can actually have this little vision, this little spotlight to see where you're going. So that's really cool. It's kind of like he has some sort of light built into him. And this is really cool. Merci, Dory. So that's very cute. This is, okay, so it's officially Dory now from Super Mario 64. That's really cool. There's a lot of returning characters from 64, so I wouldn't be surprised to see your favorite characters from 64 appear as well. And I love these pirate Goombas. I just think they're doing such an amazing job giving this game personality. And, you know, it kind of feels like 3D World in that aspect where, you know, it really felt like the areas and the enemies were there for a reason, and having that carried over to this game is great as well. There's a really cool enemy in this area, and it's kind of like a escargot with, you know, a French beret on as well. So they all have these themes, you know. We have these Mexican kind of skull characters in the Sand Kingdom, and now this, I mean, it's really interesting, and it kind of feels like an Odyssey. It kind of feels like Mario's taking this big world trip. So that's a lot of fun. And I just want to thank you guys so much for watching. It's a lot of fun to take these videos apart and kind of see what's happening. This feels a lot like Mario 64 with the cannonballs coming from the mountain. So let's talk a little bit comment question, right? So the previous comment question came to us from Andrew Marino. And if you want to send in your comment questions, just place a comment down below in this video, you know, what is your favorite kingdom in Super Mario Odyssey, and I might use it in the next video. So Andrew Marino writes, hey, I don't think you mentioned this, or maybe you did and I didn't hear it, but in the Cap Kingdom gameplay, there are no moon outlines in the top left corner, shown in all the other footage. So maybe the goal in this kingdom is not to collect moons, but to collect items to create the Odyssey. At a timestamp, you can see an old rundown rickety version of the Odyssey missing a sail. So maybe the goal is to find a sail, red paint, and other items to restore the Odyssey. This information is strengthened by the fact that we have not seen the regular Odyssey in this kingdom at all. Although we haven't seen the Odyssey in other kingdoms like the Snow Kingdom. But it would just make sense because I think that there's no goal in this kingdom. But in an image I saw of the Cap Kingdom, it has the Brutals' airship. So I'm not sure what Nintendo's going to do with the Grand Moon, but here's another theory. There could just be that single Grand Moon you have to collect, and it could start up the Odyssey. It's the first kingdom you'll be in, so maybe they're just preparing you for the future kingdoms. So thank you so much for sending in your question. I mean, these things are always fun. These are a blast to do, so keep sending them in, and maybe you will be featured in our next video. So anyway, this gameplay was amazing. There's a lot more coming for you, Block Buddies, so thank you guys so much for watching. And here's something cool. You can actually decide what video I make next. It could be your original idea, like a theory on games or anything, because Block content is on Patreon. If you want to support this channel and actually become a part of it, like work together with me, there's a lot of cool rewards, like getting the episodes earlier, getting the videos commissioned that you want to see, personal Skype calls with me, exclusive content that you won't get anywhere else. So go to patreon.com/blockcontent to support me. Just $1 would make the biggest difference ever, or wait until the end of this video. There's a cool button, so check out the page. It's a lot of fun. And remember that if you aren't a member of the Block Content family yet, just click that subscribe button and all the news and fun you care about will be delivered daily to you. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you around the corner pretty fast because we do this daily and there's always more Blocked content. See you guys later.